Hello and welcome to day one of our 4-week summer sculpt challenge. I am so excited that you are here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to sweat and sculpt for 4 weeks long with you. So day one, we are focusing on a lower body sculpt focus. As you can see, I do have ankle weights. If you don't have ankle weights, do not fret. Otherwise, we don't need any equipment. So lower body, and of course, we'll sprinkle some core in there too. So let's get it going. We're gonna start on hands and knees. So in our hands and knees, I want you to focus on your neck placement as well as your shoulder placement. So here it's easy to dump into the shoulders. I want you to push the ground away and ground down with all 10 fingertips, kind of like you're clawing at the ground. Feel how the top belly just engaged there. As you inhale, drop the belly, look up to the sky. Exhale, round through the spine, tailbone tucks. Warming up through the spine, our spinal articulation. Scooping the low core on your exhale. 3 more rounds of breath. Good, one more time, biggest breath today. Fill up, let the belly drop, take up space. Exhale, round and scoop with intention. Here we're gonna find a neutral spine. So it's not necessarily a tuck of the spine, but it's also not an arch. So finding a place where the hips and the shoulders are directly in line and your head is an inclusion of the spine. So your gaze is at the top of your mat here. On your inhale, we extend the right leg long and we're just gonna push back on the heel and forward onto the toes. Push straight back and forward. Exhale to drop the heel. Inhale to lift. Keep hugging the rib cage in towards the belly button, kind of like you're crumpling that piece of paper. Here for 3, 2, last one. Find a neutral stance, kind of on the ball of the foot here, but toe is actually gonna point. We lift and lower. What I want you to focus on here is the height of the leg. So as you exhale, the leg lifts only in line with your hip, and then we bring it right back down to tap. Nice and slow, lift and lower here for 4 more. For 3, spine stays completely still from the core. Last 2. On this next one, we stay lifted at the top, point through the toe, circle to the right, little teeny tiny circles about the size of a grapefruit. And I want you to imagine I am pulling your big toe away from you. Find length here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse it. You knew it was coming. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we turn the toes out so you can gently open from your right hip. Right knee pulls towards the right shoulder, and then exhale, push it straight back. Inhale in, exhale, push with control. Here for 4. Last 2. On this next time you pull in, hold, we lift up to the sky. I want your awareness to be on this left glute. Make sure that the knee and the glute are in line, so nothing jutting out. Here for 8, 7, then we hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay lifted at the top, hold it, 8, 7, firm the belly, push the ground away, 3, 2, lower that leg down, lift it right back up. We're lifting and lowering to the thigh. Lift and lower, keep it going. 6, you got it. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now from here, we're heel up to the sky, right back down. Heel up to the sky, right back down. Lift and tap. We have one more variation here, and then your knees will get a break. Here for 5, same thing. Your leg is only lifting, knee is only lifting as high as your glute. Last 3, if you're starting to feel into that left glute, you're doing it right. Last 2, stay lifted at the top. Pulse. 8, 7. Notice the spine placement, notice where your head is. 4, 3, 2. Last variation, we lift 1, out 1. Open, close, sky, floor. Open, close, sky, floor. 4 more, open, sky. Last 3. Find your breath, come back to it, wrap the ribs. 2. Last 1. Lift, finish strong, and rest. Good. Come on up to a standing position, nice and slow. Head can come down for the moment. Pause. Bring awareness to the glute. 1 more round of breath. Slowly start to roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to continue working into left glute. So your left glute is actually going to be the working one here, even though the right leg is the leg moving. But don't forget, eventually we have to come back and do the other side from the top. Yay. Left foot comes in front, right leg is behind. I want all of your weight to stay on your left heel. So we're shifting our weight forward, and you do have a slight hinge, but with your hinge, it's as if you're standing up tall and then someone pushes your hips back, booty back. So shoulders are back. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Same thing. I don't want a massive range of motion. The goal is not to lift your leg as high as you can. The goal is to keep the spine as long as you can. Same thing. Someone is pulling your big toe away and you are wrapping the rib cage into your belly button. Keep it going. Last 4, 3, 2, stay lifted at the top, little pulse, up, up, up. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift, hold. If you want a challenge, can arms lift overhead, hold. 8, 7, strong through that left heel. 3, 2, elbows row, pull in, knee lifts in towards the chest. Inhale, find length. Exhale to pull. Inhale, find length. Now, modification. You are more than welcome to step in the center, pull, step in the center, take it back. Your pace, your variation. However you want to modify this, feel free. Last 3. Last 2. Take your time, slower the better. The more you'll get out of it. 1 more time, lengthen. Exhale, pull it back in and release. Shake it out. And we're coming back down, starting from the top on the other side. Hands and knees here. You're more than welcome to support your knees with pillows, blankets, whatever you got at home. From here, left leg extends straight back. Find that core engagement. Push the heel back. Inhale, lengthen, you're rolling to the tippy toes. Exhale, push, feel that calf stretch. Inhale, reach forward. I want you to think the crown of your head, your high ponytail, is constantly here reaching away from the tailbone. Here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. We are back to neutral. Take the toes to point. We tap and lift. Long, long leg. Same thing here. That leg only goes as high as you feel that glute engage. Don't let the spine move. I want you to think that you are balancing a plate or a bowl on your spine that you cannot drop or tilt or spill. Here for 4. Last 2, gaze is at the top of the mat. Stay lifted on this next one, hip level, little circles out to the left. Still nice and strong through the upper body. You're pushing the ground away. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse it. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flatten the foot, so flex the foot, turn the toes out. Left hip can gently open, knee pulls in towards the elbow and shoulder, push it straight back. Your gaze can remain at the top of your mat. If that starts to get uncomfortable, maybe you take your gaze to your left fingertips. I care about what your right hip is doing, making sure it stays right over the right knee. Here for 4, 3, 2, last one, pull and extend. We're gonna meet in that pulled position, so knee towards the shoulder. Hold it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse it, lift. Bring awareness to what your right hip is doing. Bring it back in right under the knee. 8, 7, good. 6, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, now we're all the way down to the other thigh. Lift it right back up where you were. Gaze is at the top of the mat. Spine stays long. I want you to think mind-muscle connection. You are moving from your glute here, not from your foot. So make sure this movement, the knee stays in line with the heel the whole time, and you're lifting, moving from your booty. Here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, we lift to the top, heel to sky, lower right back down. Knee comes in line with about the hip, and then you're right back down. Firm the glute at the top. That's gonna be your maximum engagement, is when you control the range of motion and keep the spine still from the core activation. Here for 3, then we pulse it. 2, stay lifted at the top, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, combo, put it all together. Down, out, down, sky, down, open, down, sky. Good, starting to feel into that right glute. Keep it going here for 4, 3, for 2, last one, and rest. Good. Come on up, legs extend, walk the hands back, fold and hold it. One more big round of breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, roll it all back up nice and slow. And we're in our standing series. Right foot comes in front, left foot behind. You're grounding through that right heel, taking that hinge. Notice the shoulders don't go anywhere. It's just booty back, long spine. Shift all of your weight onto the right. Lift, tap, lift, tap. If you want more of a challenge, maybe arms reach up overhead the entire time. If not, hands come to hips. As always, if you need to modify, hold on to something here. Last 5, that right hip should be feeling pretty good. Right glute. 3, 2, stay lifted at the top, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay lifted. Maybe arms extend, hold it. 8, 7, if you're shaking, I am too. 4, 3, 2, elbows pull in, knee draws up. Inhale, find length. I kick my own butt with these workouts. I'm like, who made this? And it was me. It's my doing. Last 4, self-love. 3, last 2, last 1, and rest. We have one more standing series, and then we'll be down on our backs. You're almost there. Legs, we're gonna slightly turn out. Feet are wider than hip width distance, but wherever you are comfy. For this one, we're finding that same hinge that we just did. Your shoulders are not going anywhere. Your booty, your tailbone, is not tucking. If you start to feel back pain, you're probably tilted, or maybe you're arched. So we want somewhere in the middle, long spine, where you feel the ribs start to hug. This one, we bend into one leg at a time, and then switch. So you are staying in your hinge that entire time. Your booty is far back. Your gaze is still kind of at the top of your mat here if you're facing the top of your mat. Otherwise, it's about a foot in front of you. So long spine, chin is away from the chest. Nice and low. Here for 8, 7, ribs hug in. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1, up to standing. We're kind of supersetting here, so we're coming back to that exercise. Your booty and your arms are now going away from each other. Your legs are straight. Squeeze your booty cheeks together, rise, stand up. Inhale, find length. Pull the fingertips away from the booty cheeks. Keep the booty cheeks active. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze to rise. So the only way that you are rising is from your glutes squeezing together. It should feel a little resistant at the top. If you're familiar with like a deadlift in the gym, this is kind of like the same activation. Here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. We're back to movement number 1. Side to side, booty is back. Now, we just felt that glute squeeze. I want you to find that same activation here as you turn to the other side, as you go to the other side. Take your time. Slower the better. Then you can really feel those glutes start to kick on. Hamstrings lengthen. Inner thighs are hitting as well, your adductors. Here for 5. 4, then we see the other one more time. 3, 2, and 1. Lift it right back up. Tailbone stays in line with the shoulders. Pull away from the fingertips. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, stand up tall. Legs stay nice and long. Reach away, away, away. Exhale to squeeze. Your chin never ever moves. Your entire body, keep going, your entire body is moving like a seesaw. One straight board, one straight line. Here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring it up and rest. Good. Let's meet down onto our backs like I promised you. But doesn't mean we're necessarily going to stay here for the entire time. Okay, come on down all the way. From here, we find first a spinal articulation bridge. So heels can stay heavy down on the ground. As you exhale, this is a very, very slow movement. I want you to tuck your hips to your belly. So notice just the spinal rock, kind of. Hips tilt towards the belly, your spine comes down to the ground. Hips go away from your belly, belly button goes up, you have space now. So what we want to do is tuck the hips to the belly, feel the spine ground down, and first thing to lift is your tailbone. So tailbone starts to lift, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, we peel up to a normal bridge where hips and shoulders are in line, but your belly button is locked in with the ribs. We don't want the belly up. That the range of motion is not necessarily a good thing here. So we want your spine to be the focus. Long, long spine, hips, knees, shoulders are all in line. As you exhale, same thing from the top. Hips are tilting to your spine, or to your belly button, sorry. Mid spine comes down first. The bottom of your bra comes down first. Roll it, vertebrae by vertebrae, your tailbone comes down. And again, you're peeling up like a sticker, roll it up, up, up. Inhale at the top of your motion. Exhale, scoop the belly. Bottom of your bra comes down first. Tailbone comes down last. We'll do 2 more. Feel how the low belly turned on. Exhale, scoop and roll like a wave. Inhale at the top. Exhale, scoop. Bra comes down. Then tailbone. 1 last time. Scoop and roll. Tilt, tuck, roll it. Inhale at the top, exhale, hips tuck, bra comes down, roll it. Good, keeping that imprinted spine at the bottom. So all that means is we keep that hip tilt without a major tilt. Spine is imprinted, so all that means our hips are still tilted towards the belly. As you exhale, neutral spine, keep the spine the same. Everything lifts at the same time now. And on your way back down, keep your gentle tilt. Everything finds the ground at the same time. So it's a little bit different of a spinal move. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, lower, lower. Control it on the way down. I want you to count to either 3 or 4 on the way down. Really start to slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Everything meets. 3 more. Lift on your exhale. Down. 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Rise. Down. 3, 2, 1. Last time. Lift. Down. 3, 2, 1. We hold up at the top. Lift, hold, pause. Glutes squeeze together. Rib cage is hugging the belly button in. Hip bones start to pulse up to the sky. 8, 7. Grounding through the heels. Hamstring kick on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted at the top. Hug the glutes together. We lower the mid-spine down halfway. Don't touch the ground. Exhale, lift back up to the sky. Half range means more time under tension for the glutes, for the hamstrings. They have to work a little bit harder here. If you start to feel cramping in your hamstrings, or if you have a tendency to do so, I want you to squeeze your glutes a little bit more. If your hamstrings start to cramp, that means the glutes are sleeping. So just pull those booty cheeks together, especially on the way down. Keep them locked. Here for 3. I want you to pretend like you're stuck in traffic and you really, really have to go to the bathroom. That's the activation that you want. Last 2. On this next one, stay lifted at the top. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good. Legs extend, full body stretch. Eventually, we will progress into those bridges. But for now, we're gonna roll on up for our last 2 sequences. First variation, we're coming into a reverse tabletop position. So if your shoulders allow, hands, your fingertips are pointed towards your glutes, towards your feet, and then heels are grounded down. You're gonna open the heart and shoulders, sit up nice and tall, and then as we exhale, it's a lift from the hips, and then we're right back down. I want you to keep that same gentle tilt of the hip bones to the belly as we just did with your glute bridges. Here for 5. Last 4. We're grounding down through the heels, but I also want you to keep your toes down for the pelvic floor activation. On this next one, stay lifted at the top, hold, big breath in. Now, maybe if we want to advance, right leg lift, left leg lift. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release it. Last sequence before we stretch, flip it, neutral plank. Final variation here. With your plank, if this becomes a little bit too much, you are more than welcome to drop the knees down. As long as we're not in this tabletop, shift the weight forward so that shoulders are always over wrists. If you would like to take full plank, knees are up and we hold. Same activation as we had in the tabletop. You are pushing the ground away. So you have a slight round in the upper spine. Point through your right toes, lift, tap. Lift, tap. You're familiar with this exercise. We're just progressing it a little bit. At the end is so mean of me, but hey, what's a challenge if you're not challenged? Here for 4, 3, 2, stay lifted at the top. Pull that knee towards the right elbow and extend. Knee to elbow and extend. Here for 4, 3. This is our last sequence. Push through it. You got it. Last 2, last 1, and rest. Take a breather. Do what you gotta do. We're coming into the last side, and then you are complete. Here we go. Your variation, whether your knees are up, whether your knees are down, point through your left toes, lift, tap, lift, tap. Gaze is at the top of your mat. Here for 5, 4, finish strong, you got it. 3, 2, stay lifted at the top. Knee pulls to tricep and extend. Pull to tricep and extend. Final 6, and then we stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose, take it back. Three rounds of breath here. Feel the low belly rise in between or onto your inner thighs. On your next inhale, slowly make your way up to a seated position. Extend your right leg out long, out to the corner of your mat, and then left heel can come towards the right thigh. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Keep your shoulders facing towards me, and then start to reach up and over with your left hand. Heart can open to the ceiling. Big round of breath. Inhale, back up to the top, neutral spine. Turn the shoulders now towards the right foot and fold. Take one more round of breath. Inhale draws you back up, and we switch it up. Other side, left leg extends out long. Right heel can come in through the center, arms up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, heart goes to the sky, rotate. Right arm up and over. Feeling the side body lengthen. Pull the right hip away from right shoulder, big breath in. Breath out. Inhale draws us back up. And now turn the shoulders towards that left foot. Exhale, start to fold. Inhale, walk it back up to a neutral spine. Both legs extend out long. They do not need to be wide. Find your place of comfort. And then exhale, slowly start to fold forward. Pausing here, taking a few rounds of big, big breaths. Let the low belly expand. Let yourself take up space here. I want, on this next breath, bring it in with gratitude. Breath in with gratitude, fill up. Breath out with accomplishment, knowing that you did something for your body, for your mind, for your spirit, your heart, for yourself today. And that's a massive accomplishment, just to start something new. Taking one more round of breath. Exhale, release. Bring it back into the center. Legs can crisscross, just an easy, comfortable seat. Bring the hands right to heart center or to the eyebrows, third eye center. Big round of breath, fill up, open the mouth, exhale, let it go, and release it. Great, great job today. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. I had fun. I kicked my own booty. I hope you felt it too, and I will see you tomorrow. I can't wait.